There were reports, there were files, there was protocol, but Nafisato Diallo had never found comfort in paperwork, especially not when the numbers refused to explain themselves. 5 children missing, 4 found, leaving 1 accounted for. All 5 children were connected to a forgotten shelter on the edge of Ugadugo's oldest ward. The place was called Mycin Lodge. Nafi had gone through the front door 3 times over the past month, but she found nothing. During one of her visits, she went to the back, where the ground had shifted, and something metallic poked through the cemented ground. It was a hatch. It looked like it hadn't been opened in 50 years. It was about the same time anyone claimed responsibility for under Mycin Lodge. Nafi opened the hatch, and the air that came from it seemed a bit bitter and faint, like candle smoke and dried herbs. She clicked on her flashlight and went down. She found a narrow corridor when she reached the bottom. It was curved like the inside of a dried calabash. She skimmed across shallow carvings on the wall. They were glyphs that looked too recent to be called ancient, but too strange to be decorative. One of the symbols was repeated. It was a circle split by a line, like a coin fractured down the middle. It took less than a minute for the first anomaly to find her. She stopped, held her breath, and listened to the tiny footsteps. The sound came again, padding over clay. Then it stopped, just ahead. She aimed the light forward and found a shadow. A child, thin lips, cropped hair, baggy shirts, frozen in place. It was the 5th child she was looking for. Yakuba, she gently called. He didn't move. It's me, Miss Nafi, from the shelter, she continued. Still nothing. I'm here to bring you home. At that, he turned towards her. He was not startled or confused. He was just calm, like someone looked when they've been waiting for you longer than you should have made them wait. You weren't supposed to find me, he said. Nafi stepped forward. Why not? He blinked slowly. Because you don't belong to any of the timelines here. What timelines? He looked past her toward the corridor she came from. They won't let you go back. Not unless you choose. Choose what? He tilted his head towards the ceiling. What you gave up. Nafi stepped forward, faster now. Yakuba, you've been gone for weeks. Everyone's been looking for you. This isn't a game. But when she reached him, he was no longer there. She turned towards the door to run and found out that the corridor she had come from was gone. She turned in a slow circle. The space behind her had sealed shut, leaving behind a flat wall of uninterrupted clay. There were 3 corridors she hadn't seen before in front of her. Each had the same height and shape, but different in hue. One was soft amber, another was flickering grey, and the last one was stained deep maroon. The flashlight buzzed. Then, our own voice echoed from somewhere too close. It was the voice of her younger self, cracked by grief and rage. You had a choice, but you ran from it. Her heart knocked against her ribs. She backed away, only to find the wall behind her pressing gently forward, like it wanted her to move. She reached for her phone in her pocket, but there is no signal. A test, a maze, and from the silence, something else arrived. A realization so sudden and sharp, it nearly knocked the air from her lungs. This place doesn't want her to escape.